Welcome to Bridgeport Stadium in Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to the James Madison Dukes. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks, taking on last year's national champion, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Dukes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. So Oregon's offense will start this game off with the football. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And the Ducks will hustle to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. No huddle here for the offense.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
That's caught. It's done. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll run play action. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Dukes offense will get the ball for the first time. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to go up top. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive. And offense,
open field on the right. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like,
breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their...
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, James Madison.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Finds a spot in the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he made the extra point without problem. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for it. Turning it on! Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Looking to throw on first down. The screen, he can go.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
They'll give it to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Dukes will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Finnegan. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback keeps it. Keeps it and gets past the chains. And he's not down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Illegal blocking.
Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one.
Here we go.
Snap to the back. Find some fresh air. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college.
There he goes. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've...
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on fourth down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Flips it out in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Catch in the middle. It's Dahl. Right down the gut of the field. The 30. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oregon. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. Finding open areas. Oh, he's got some space. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And that's excellent blocking there on the left side of the line. They were able to get great push, get off the line, create a little bit of crease for that running back.
They just created a wall. He had all kinds of room to run.
Yeah, I might go back to that one and call that one again. It worked so well.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football. good yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got a chance. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Got a little space. Defense played the wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He now has 91 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Flowers. Good pick up there as he gets to 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Dukes want to move quickly. This quarterback part of their running game. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab over the middle. Stopped just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Black 24. Black 24.
Quarterback keeper. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the tailback. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Using his feet. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Dukes!
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've had yourselves a great broadcast so far today in Harrisonburg.
And the Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Second down, he'll throw it. With the catch, it's Flowers. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The offense changing the play. To the air on second down. That's reeled in. It's Flowers. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to...
Breaks into the open. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Direct snap. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Dukes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Here we go.
Might as well give it to him again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir. No, Moss. Get it together.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
They'll leave it with the lone back. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give him a touchdown, James Madison. And they take it in for 6 more points.
What a day. His 3rd rushing touchdown. And when you got your college fantasy football team going, this guy is racking those points up for you. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So
turning it on! And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the 3rd quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? The defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is hungry.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, it's James Madison on top as we've come to the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Handoff to the single running back. And into the end zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UNLV is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 10 to Southern Miss. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
A strike downfield. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
An offense has practiced this situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps ticking.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. And the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one? Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
He's loose on the left. Give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
Looking downfield on first down. Finds his tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Just keeps slinging it. Right on the money. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete to the left. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Flying down the left side. Bust through behind his pad. Touchdown, Oregon! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the ball.
There he goes. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Ready,
They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. The give to the lone running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Henderson. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to pound their way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, James Madison. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and to hit that time, help force the incompletion.
This time on target. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
QB spicing. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Looking to fire. There's the pressure. Complete to the right. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
On the play. 2nd down coming up.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Quick snap and a spike to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
He's done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on 3rd down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Off the play fake on first down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
He'll ride his man on the option. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for two does not work out.
James Madison, 42. Oregon, 34.
I do like the play call offensively here in a 2-point situation. Trust your quarterback to get it in, but this defense does such a good job rallying to the football, and they come away with no points on the 2-point attempt.
They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.